And hello again, everybody, and welcome to D-League Radio, coming to you live from Bucks Arena in Urbandale, Iowa. I'm Patrick McFarland, and I'm joined today by a guy making his D-League Radio debut, Matt Tryshon. Matt, welcome to D-League Radio.
Thank you, Patrick. Good to be here. Hopefully we'll get a good matchup first game of the day here.
Well, I sure hope so. Today, our first game of 5 that will be broadcast here on D-League Radio is the Jesters and the Wolverines. The Jesters come in at in first place in the intermediate division with a 6-2-1 record. They have 13 points. The Wolverines come in at 3-3-3 with 9 points. They're tied for first in the intermediate West.
Yeah, should be a real good matchup here. Two really good teams with both teams can put the puck in the net. I do know that the Wolverines have a couple of changes, so hopefully it'll be a good game. Could be a very high-scoring game.
And getting to those scratches today for the Wolverines, Greg Miller will be out today. Tammy Pfeiffer remains on long-term injured reserve. And Fred Woodward also out today for the Wolverine Skaters. They will also be missing their starting goaltender. Aaron Inderlead is not due to suit up today for the Wolverines. It'll be Craig Fraken in net instead for them today. So down a couple of D-men, down their starting goalie. Wolverines going to need to score some goals today.
They're going to need to score some goals. They're also going to need to try and quicken the game to make sure that the clock keeps running, and hopefully they can outscore the Jesters. Not an easy task.
Certainly, and you don't want to fall behind by too many when you're missing your starting goalie and relying on your offense in that way. You always want to come out hot and get something early. So for the Jesters, the leading scorer coming into today, Torrin Erickson, has 11 goals. Scott Van Dort, Ian Mathers, both with 6. The Jesters are led by John Reichart with 7 assists. For the Wolverines, Justin Moore has 11 goals, Ted Davis has 7, and John Garby has 5.
Yeah. These teams can pile up the points. The Jesters are probably the most complete team top to bottom when everybody's playing that I've seen. So, again, tough test for the Wolverines today, missing a couple of key pieces, but it still should be a good one. And hopefully the Wolverines, Craig Fraken is yet to take the ice, so hopefully we'll get the guy wearing pads out here pretty quick.
Yep, short delay as we still don't have a goaltender here for the Wolverines. The horn is sounded. Pregame is over, and they're still missing a netminder, so we may just get started without one. That'd be unusual.
That would be very unusual. It looks like the Wolverines are actually missing a couple of guys. Hopefully they'll get dressed and get out here pretty quick. Hopefully we'll get a game started without further delay.
Well, Captain Ryan Llewellyn just yelled back to his dressing room from the ice, so hopefully he's hurrying his goaltender along. It looks like they're going to hold off at least for a little bit here.
Yep.
And let them bring out a full team before we start today.
That would make it a little more fair. The door still to the ice is open, so I would assume, and the guys are looking over at the locker room, so I would assume that some people are going to keep coming out here.
And while we wait, I will remind everybody that D-League Radio is brought to you by Red Dragon Herbs. They have custom blended tea, loose leaf herbal teas from around the world. You can visit them at the farmers market downtown during the summer or visit them at reddragonherbs.net. A custom tea blend is a great gift idea for people who like to receive gifts. D-League Radio also brought to you by So Cherry Screen Printing and Sewing. You can do custom jerseys, original art screen printing for any occasion. So Cherry Screen Printing and Sewing, the official outfitter of the CIDL. You can check them out on the web at socherry.com, and you can also like them on Facebook. D-League Radio also brought to you by the Keg Stand, located at 3530 Westtown Parkway. They've got over 90 beers on tap. The Keg Stand, the official sponsor of the CIDL and the official home of the new CIDL, as always, the home of D-League Radio. And I will remind everybody that there is a D-League Radio night coming to you this Tuesday, the 19th at 7 o'clock at the Keg Stand. And you can come on out, register for Bubble Hockey Tournament. There will be a $100 first prize.
Should be a good time. This is the last day of games before the holiday break here. So on Tuesday, hopefully we'll come out, have a good time, and go home for the holidays in a good mood.
Everybody gets a nice long break. We are still, at this point, waiting. The second official just went back to the dressing room. He's skating back out. So it looks like we're going to wait for the goalie.
Yeah, little delay here.
I will, at this point, just run down the rest of our games for today. Obviously, Jesters and Wolverines coming up here momentarily. Right after that, we've got the Wanderers and the Vicious Squirrels, an intermediate game at 3:15. The Benders and Stampede at 4:30, Blues and Wild Goose at 5:45, and finally the Bandits and Knights coming to you at 7 o'clock tonight. We have a goalie now for the Wolverines. The teams are on the ice, 20 on the board. We're getting ready to start it off here. Fraken in net for the Wolverines. Dave Brown in net for the Jesters.
Here we go. Should be a good one.
And the puck is dropped. We're underway here. Wolverines and Jesters coming to you live from Bucks Arena. Play at center. With some speed. Here's Young into the zone. Young takes a shot that's blocked in front. Fanned on the other opportunity from the face-off circle. Ricochets behind. Dylan Young behind the Wolverines' goal. Circles. Waiting, looking for a pass. Now comes to the slot. Shoots it. He goes in. He scores. It hit a Wolverine skate out in front and ricocheted just inside the post. And the Jesters have an early 1-0 lead.
That's what he can do. He can really take advantage of a team. He can take over in the offensive zone. A little unlucky for Ryan Llewellyn there, right off his right skate and into the net here. As it looks like Craig Fraken here, the goalie for the Wolverines, is still trying to stretch out a little bit, get the blood flowing.
Well, he was late to get on the ice, and boy, then you have a shot like that come at you in the first minute. That's just no fun. So early 1-0 lead for the Jesters. Play now, Llewellyn from his own blue line sends a cross-ice pass into the Jesters' end. Puck stays loose on the ice, picked up now by Garby. Garby, face-off circle now in. Has it go off his stick, now Erickson. Out of the zone, Erickson will chase it down right in front of the Wolverines bench. Played along there by Lowell. Now, scrum right in front, taken into the zone by Young. Dylan Young, face-off circle, has it knocked off his stick. Still in. Wolverines knock it back out to center. Reichart plays it there. Into the zone right in front of us. Reichart waits. Top of the face-off circle. Center's one that goes all the way through. Erickson couldn't get a stick on it. Lowell can't get it out for the Wolverines. Kept there by Erickson off his stick. And now it'll be out to center by Garby. Pauly up the far boards just in front of the benches. Into the zone. Knocked off his stick and out. 17:55 to go, period one. Wolverines trail the Jesters 1-0. Teague Boyd into the zone for the Jesters. Top of the circle, wrists one right at Fraken. He just knocks it away with his blocker. Big rebound. Still in the zone, but the Wolverines will clear it out to center.
Some real good jump here by the Jesters early on. Looks like they have their skating legs here. Wolverines have to bear down here, get the blood flowing, and hopefully they can get back in this game.
Spear with a shot right in on goal and covered now by Fraken.
Good opening couple of shifts here for the Jesters.
They've controlled the puck most of the time here in the first 3 minutes. So teams make changes. We'll have a face-off just to Fraken's left.
Looks like the Wolverines here have to juggle some lines because of the absences. Usually Ted Davis is going to be playing with Justin Moore. Looks like Justin is not on the bench as of right now.
So a clean face-off win for the Jesters. They control. Shot from the face-off circle goes wide. Brian Schuler there to get it for the Wolverines. Sends it up ice. Ted Davis gathers it at center. Davis into the zone off his stick. Still in for the Wolverines, but now they'll call it offsides. It looked like Van Horn might have been in a little early on that one.
Just beat him off to the center.
So face-off just outside the Jesters' defensive end. 16:25 to go. They lead 1-0. Wolverines are down a player, so they're bringing a guy out. Garby skates on late, face-off. Won by Davis. Ricochets into the Jesters' end. Coble there. Backhands it. Not quite out. Now it's taken out here. Young with some speed over the line. Young leaves it for Uppmeyer. Shot right in on Fraken. Big rebound out in front. Cleared away by Davis. Not out. Gray from the line. Shot goes wide. Rebound controlled by the Jesters. Now Davis sweeps it, but not out. Kept at the blue line by Coble. Deep in behind the net. Played there by Bonnet. Bonnet skates it out to center into the slot. Gray fans on a backhander. Now Garby with speed. One-on-one with Coble. Garby into the zone. Sends it cross ice just off Pauly's stick. Pauly, top of the circle, goes down. Puck stays in the zone. Lowell plays it strong at the blue line. Now over to Coble. Coble will just wrist it out to center. Llewellyn plays it right in the circle. Ricochets in front of the penalty box, now still played at center. Entry pass there from Curiel. Goes long for Glorioso. Kept at the blue line. Now out to center. Llewellyn chases it down for the Wolverines. Just under 15 minutes to go in the first. 1-0. Jesters lead it.
Right there, Kevin Coble showing how stabilizing he can be back there. Great defenseman for the D-League.
Quick transition now here for the Wolverines. In the Jesters' end. Puck loose along the red line. Reichart off the official and not out. Now Young and Reichart come together, and the puck will be moved to center off Boyd's stick all the way down. This will go for an icing.
Wolverines getting a little better of the play as of late. A couple problems with the entries, but looks like their legs are picking up some steam here.
14:20 to go, period one. We're going to have a face-off to in the Jesters' end to the right of Brown. Clean win back to the point. Schuler needs to move it. Centers one, nobody there. Comes out to center. Played along now, back to Schuler. Curiel into the zone, has to chase it though. Back to Niemi. Niemi moves it up, taken away though by the Jesters. They're coming the other way with some speed. Here's Mathers. Mathers in, slot shot. Stopped by Fraken, and he is going to cover that one under his pad, and we're going to have a whistle here as Mathers had a good shot from the slot there.
Great save by Craig there. Looks like the puck got caught in his pads right there. Good save. Hopefully that'll get some confidence going for him.
He's made a couple now since that early goal. And that was a tough goal to give up because that was deflected out in front. There's a face-off win for the Wolverines, but not out. Erickson battling for it. Far boards in the corner. Centers one in front. Spear tried to get a stick on it, couldn't quite get a shot off. And now Ted Davis will take it away and wrist it to the line, not out. Now it'll just be hammered out of the zone there by number 19, Schuler. And Reichart all the way down into his own end to play it. Moves it back out to Tim Young at center. Young into the zone, far side, face-off circle. Beats his man, centers one, nobody there. Behind the net, Young again. Tries to center one, it's blocked. Young comes up with it again, near face-off circle. Centering pass, where Erickson can't get a shot off. Erickson gathers, sends it in behind the goal. It'll be chased down there by Spear. Centers one, blocked in front by Davis and sent out to center. Good sequence there for the Jesters.
Very good sequence there. Tim Young just taking control in the offensive zone. He can really change a game.
Jesters now looking to coordinate an entry but can't quite get it in, and now it'll be taken away. Llewellyn right in front of his own goal, has to play it quickly, gets it back out to center. Puck is loose there. Waiting is Gray. Sends one cross ice to Erickson. Erickson into the zone, top of the circle. Plays it into the corner. Erickson still with it, waiting. Circles the net. Erickson back to the point. Kept there by Gray. Gray moves it into the corner. Spear behind the goal. Wheels around. Spear still with it. Sends it up the boards. But it'll be played there by Gray. Gray shot blocked by Van Horn. Comes loose in the slot. Young trying to get a handle on it. Can't though. And it'll be played by Pauly now back to Van Horn. And Van Horn with time. Blocked though by Young. And now it'll squirt back out to center as the Jesters had a prolonged opportunity there.
Good stick by Van Horn there to get a good clear out of the zone.
Now teams go for a change. Llewellyn playing it behind his own goal. 11:15 to go in the first. Jesters continue to lead 1-0. Now a chip pass to Davis with some speed over the line one-on-one. Davis goes wide to the left. He's in. He got backhands. He scores. He juked Dave Brown right out of his skates there and backhanded that one into an empty net.
Yes, he did. Patented Ted Davis move, backhand to forehand. Great goal by Ted Davis.
And just like that, it's 1-1. And that will be for Ted Davis. That is his 8th goal of the season. And with just over 10 minutes to go here in the first, we are now tied. First goal by the Jesters from Tim Young came at 28 seconds. That was assisted by Torrin Erickson, by the way. But now we're even. Face-off, controlled by the Wolverines in their own end.
Jesters got to be careful here. Wolverines, once they get a goal, they usually start to come with heavy pressure.
And here they come. Garby and gains the zone with Curiel. Garby into the corner, chasing it down. Centers went out in front. Nobody there. Back to the point. Now moved over to Schuler. Schuler can't keep it, and it'll squirt back out to center. Schuler just sends it back into the zone, but the Jesters will obtain possession. Now it's center. Boyd off his stick. Played now by Reichart. Reichart over the line. Ricochets into the corner. Chased down there by Schuler. Schuler moves it over, intercepted by Uppmeyer. Uppmeyer back to the point for Van Dort. It goes off his stick, and now Curiel's got a shot at a break. Curiel has it go off his stick, and it'll scoop back out to center.
Great stick there by Teague Boyd to break up that breakaway.
So with 9:35 to go in the period, 1-1 tie. Jesters over the line. Here's Boyd. Boyd with some speed. Face-off circle, looking to go backhand, sends it wide. Puck comes all the way around to the near blue line, kept there by Van Dort. Van Dort tries to move it to Uppmeyer. Uppmeyer, top of the circle, will just wrist one right in on Fraken, and he'll make a glove save. He saw it all the way, nobody in front. Easy save there for Fraken.
Yes, he did. Both teams now starting to have a little balance to their games here, back and forth. Good pace so far with, about 9 minutes left in the first period here.
Definitely been a pretty even game thus far as possession time and shots on goal from what I can gather.
Absolutely.
Face off to Fraken's left, one cleanly by Young. Over to Dylan Young now. Shot at a backhand from Coble, can't get much on it. Now outlet pass just past Teddy Davis' stick, and that will go all the way down. Has to play it as Brown. Now Davis in the corner, comes up with it. Circling back from the backhand, shoots it, deflects in front, doesn't get all the way through. Now Van Horn, top of the circle, centering pass just past Davis. And now with some speed, here comes Mathers out of the zone. Gets it to Young. Dylan Young, Tim Young into the zone. Off his stick, now a shot right in on Fraken, goes just wide off the rebound. Young behind the net. He's got it. Young circles, back to the point. Coble keeps it. Now sends it into the corner, goes around the net. Young will play it there. Young beats Llewellyn. Behind the net, comes right out in front. Still with it, now to Coble at the point. Coble moves it over to Gray. Gray near side point, waits, takes a shot right in on Fraken. He stops it, and he'll cover up for a whistle.
Real good cycle game there by the Jesters. Looks like Mathers and Young really have it going on in the offensive zone. Real good chemistry.
A lot of speed there, too.
Absolutely.
And good patience at their points, getting a couple of good opportunities on that shift.
You could see right there why they are currently I think they have the best record in D-League, and I think that pretty much sums it up right there.
Off the face-off, can't keep it at the blue line as Reichart, but he hustles back to center to keep possession. Over to Van Dort. Van Dort, cross-ice pass into the zone, just off Eriksson's stick, but Eriksson able to force a quick play, and he's able to keep it for the moment, but it squirts back to center. Eriksson over the line now with Spear. Eriksson, face-off circle, shot goes wide. Pauly just inside his own blue line, moves it out to center. Van Dort overcome there, and coming the other way is Ted Davis with some speed. Davis has a D beat, he backhands, he scores! Ted Davis with another backhander past the goalie, and it's 2-1 Wolverines.
Great strength there by Ted Davis, pulling away from two Jester defenders there to finish on the partial breakaway there. Got Dave to bite again.
Davis,
left the back end right wide open.
He just had a step on him, and that's all it took. And he was able to get in clean on another backhander, and it's 2-1.
And that's why Ted Davis is always at the top of D-League points.
So his 9th goal of the season now, and Teddy Davis has 2 here in the first. 2-1 Wolverines now have the lead. Play continues at center. Garby will just backhand it into the Jester's end. Now it comes free right in front, and a shot goes wide for the Wolverines.
That was Curiel who took that shot from the high slot.
Van Dort can't gain it. Garby centering pass out in front. Eriksson, though, there for the Jesters. He'll move it back the other way. Eriksson overskates it, but he's able to regain control into the zone. Eriksson slot shot deflected in front, goes wide. Wolverines move it back out to center, just past Garby's stick. Coming up to play it there is Gray. Schuler coming the other way. Over to Garby. Garby into the zone, ahead of his own team, though, and the puck will go back the other way. Here comes Boyd. Boyd over the line with Spear. Now Boyd, top of the circle. Boyd sends one wide. Big round played there at the point by the Jesters deep into the corner. Now the puck will move out to center. Curiel off his skate. He'll chase it down into the zone. Curiel's got one with him coming late now to Garby. Drop pass, Garby. Shot goes wide. Now moved right back out in front as Glorioso had an opportunity.
That was a partial 3-on-1 there for the Wolverines, broken up by the stick of Kevin Coble.
Coble now controls it deep in his own zone. Moves it up the boards and out. Played at center now. Here comes Young. Young with speed over the line. Young top of the circle. Off Llewellyn's skate into the corner. Young gets it there behind the net. Circles. Face-off circle waiting. Young tries to move it cross ice just past Upmeyer. Recovered in the corner by Garby, and it'll send it out to center. Young will just dump it deep now. Go chase it down. Wolverines get a partial change here. Off Upmeyer's stick, or skate, it'll be deflected right out to center. Gray, though, has to play it quickly. Garby on him. Gray moves it back, Llewellyn. Cross ice pass to Pauly.
Great cross ice outlet pass.
Pauly into the zone. Has Garby with him. Backhand pass intercepted by Coble. Coble moves it along to Young. Young with some speed. 1-on-2 with Upmeyer coming late. Young to the slot. Shot right off Fraken's blocker. Into the corner goes the rebound. Young picks it up again. Has it go off his stick, though, and here comes Van Horn the other way. Moves it over to Garby. Davis. Van Horn plays it into the Jester's end. It'll be moved there, but not out. Van Horn sends it over to Davis just off his stick. Pauly, face-off circle far side into the corner. Wheeling around. Pauly still with it behind the net. Sends it out in front, but it'll be swept away by the Jesters and all the way down. This looks like it'll get all the way down for an icing here. And we'll have a whistle. 3:25 to go in the first. Reminder that D-League Radio is brought to you by So Cherry Screen Printing and Sewing, your short-run garment decorating specialists. Reminder that So Cherry has no minimum order. You can order 1, you can order 50. The official outfitter of CIDL. Check us out on the web at socherry.com. Like us on Facebook.
Last 2.5 minutes here or so, Wolverines have really picked up the offensive zone action, really pinning the Jesters back. Looks like the Jesters have a new player coming in here.
Coming on late there is Josh Brott. No, a shot right in front of Brown. He was able to get a big rebound and sweep it away, and the puck will go all the way down again for an icing here. And with just under 3 minutes to go, play starting to bog down deep in the Jesters' end for the first time in this one.
Wolverines doing a really good job keeping the pressure on, keeping pucks in the zone.
So now face-off to Brown's right. 2:30 to go in the first. Wolverines lead the Jesters 2-1. Van Horn wins it cleanly. Schuler comes up, wrists one, deflected in front, right into Brown's glove, and he'll hold on.
Great idea there by Schuler, get it right to the net.
Yeah, and that hits somebody out in front. Boy, that kicks up just a little bit higher, and that's in the back of the net.
Yes, it does.
So another face-off to Brown's right. Again, one cleanly by Van Horn. Pass left over there to Niemi. He moves it over to Davis. Davis back to Schuler. Schuler fans on the shot. Jesters get it out. Now they look to break. Coming back the other way, here's Dylan Young. Niemi will play it back out of trouble. Now Schuler moves it out of the zone. Puck will come all the way down, and that'll be an icing on the Wolverines now.
Just what the Jesters needed there. Get a little reprieve from the defensive zone with 1 minute and 40 seconds here in the first period. Hopefully they'll get a nice offensive spurt to end the period.
So face-off to Fraken's left here in the Wolverines' end. Minute 30 to go in the first. Jesters trail the Wolverines 2-1. Boyd and Van Horn on the face-off. One cleanly by Van Horn. Llewellyn moves it out to center. Right in on Brown, though, and he'll just get a stick on it, wait, send it back over to Young. Now to Boyd. Teague Boyd over the line. Boyd sends it cross ice. Mather falls down. He had an opportunity there. Overskated it just a bit. Puck comes free to center. Van Horn moves it over to Reichart. Reichart into the zone. Reichart takes a shot from the high slot. Goes wide into the corner. Boyd. Llewellyn battle for it there. Still scrumming. Now we're going to have a whistle.
This will be a hooking penalty here on Teague Boyd for hooking.
All right. So 9 in black for the Jesters goes for hooking with 35 seconds to go in the period. So a little bit of a power play before we hit the end of the period, and then they'll get some time to start the second.
Faceoff should be deep in the Jesters' end here, as it was a penalty. maybe one more play with 20 seconds to go here in the first period.
With the running clock, yeah, they might get a face-off and an opportunity for a quick shot.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be Curiel on the face-off. Still waiting for the Jesters to send somebody. Now Coble gets in there. Coble able to win the draw. Now but a shot there right out loose in the slot. Glorioso shot blocked in front. Spear just looking to clear it, can't do it, but the clock will go. And after one, the Wolverines lead the Jesters 2-1.
Up and down first period, both teams look to have some consistent offensive action. Jesters really pinned back there in the last, call it 5 minutes of that period. But again, they were able to stabilize it, only give up 2 goals in that period right in this game here. Got to kill off the penalty, start the second period.
Reminder, the D-League Radio is brought to you by the Keg Stand, the primary sponsor of D-League Radio, now in its 3rd year of sponsoring our wonderful network. They're located at 3530 Westtown Parkway, and a complete listing of beers they feature on a beer menu and a beer board. A full menu of some of the best food in town and food specials all day, Monday through Friday. The official sponsor of the CIDL, the official home of the new CIDL, and as always, the home of D-League Radio, the Keg Stand.
You going to come out and join us on Tuesday night here?
I might. I haven't made it to a D-League night in a while. I think I'm probably overdue.
I haven't either, except for the draft this year. It should be a good night to send everybody home for the holidays.
That's right. So it was Tim Young scoring at 28 seconds for the Jesters, and then Ted Davis at 8:56, and Ted Davis again at 13:07, and that's where we stand. Wolverines lead at 2-1 as we get set for the second period. Once again, the Jesters will be short-handed for the first minute 52. Clean face-off win for the Wolverines. Niemi moves it over to Glorioso. Battle at the blue line with Coble. Puck squirts back to center. Curiel moves it on over. Now they enter the zone. Garby, top of the circle. Hard shot right in on Young. He'll glove it and hold on. And we'll get a whistle just 20 seconds into this second period.
Kevin Coble, great stand-up poke check at the blue line to deny entry for the power play for the Wolverines.
Minute 20 to go on the power play for the Wolverines. Curiel off the face-off. Puck is loose. Spear chops at it. It'll go loose to center and skip all the way down into the corner. Coming hard is Spear, but Schuler able to get there for the Wolverines. Reverses ice. Now moves it over to Garby. Garby to Curiel. Still loose at center. Curiel. Battle for it at the blue line. Now into the zone. Curiel. Spear. Takes it away.
I'm sorry, Patrick. Delayed offside there from the Wolverines gives the Jesters a free out.
And they will just send it all the way down the ice. 40 seconds to go here in the power play.
Sorry to cut you off there, good sir.
No, I think that was actually appropriate because I missed the delayed offside. So play at center now. Here comes Curiel into the zone. 1-on-3. He waits. Has it go off his stick to Niemi. Niemi just sends it into the corner. It'll be chased down there by Glorioso. Centering pass is blocked. Now it comes loose in the corner for Uppmeyer. Uppmeyer just sends it back out to center. 20 seconds to go on the Wolverines power play. Niemi moves it over to Garby. Garby. Centering pass now to Glorioso. Glorioso sends one through the slot, but nobody there for the Wolverines, and Uppmeyer will just send it back out to center.
Wolverines having a little tough time here entering the zone on this power play that just ended. Teague Boyd out of the box.
Yep, they really did struggle with their entries there. Didn't really ever get a sustained attack on that power play. So the Jesters are back to full strength.
And the Jesters just got caught with too many men on the ice as looks like I don't know if that's Brott, but they just got caught with too many men on the ice.
So, like I said, the Jesters will be shorthanded again here now. They're still working out who's going to go serve it. But you're very right. Looks like too many men, and there's going to be another 2 minutes on the board now for the Jesters, and they'll be shorthanded once again.
Looks like Blake Uppmeyer will serve the penalty for the Jesters.
So faceoff comes all the way down to the right of Dave Brown here now with 17:20 to go in period 2. Wolverines with another opportunity here on the power play to extend their lead. Clean faceoff win for the Jesters by Erickson. Ricochets it off the boards and out. That's Young. Now the Wolverines moving it at center. Chris Pauley into the zone. Pauley, top of the circle, still with it. Pauley into the corner, has it come off his stick. Reichart takes it there. Reichart waits behind his own net, reverses. Now he'll just send it right up the middle of the ice and it'll go all the way down.
Good veteran play there by John Reichart.
No doubt. Wolverines back to get it. Minute 30 to go on the power play. Pauley right in front of the penalty box now. Moves it over to Van Horn. Van Horn into the zone with some speed into the corner. Centers one right in on goal. Brown stops it, I believe. Yes, just inside. It was about an inch from the line. He was able to keep it out, and we'll have another whistle.
Brown fortunate there. If he would have moved his right pad, that would have gone in. Good save by Dave Brown.
So a minute to go on the power play. Another face-off to Brown's left. One cleanly by Erickson. Pauley able to pick it up there. Kept at the blue line by the Wolverines. Now into Pauley. Pauley right along the boards, back to the point. Lowell can't keep it there to go back to center and all the way down. Burning up a little bit more of this power play here.
Good penalty kill so far by the Jesters yet again.
Here comes Llewellyn. Right in the middle center face-off circle. Now Van Horn stood up at the blue line. Moves along to Pauley. Pauley, good pressure on him. Can't get it in the zone. Jesters will just move it over cross ice, and then Llewellyn tries to send one out, but it's intercepted there. 13 seconds to go on the power play. Llewellyn now tries to go cross ice to Pauley. Off his stick into the zone, but nobody there now for the Wolverines. Reichart will just pick it up, kill the last couple of seconds of this power play. Reichart now has it go off his stick. Upmeyer out of the box. Here comes Mather with some speed. Mathers into the zone. Fake now. He goes wide. Gets Fraken to bite, but he couldn't hang on to the puck. And the Wolverines will transition out the other way.
Great stick there by Adam Lowell to break up that partial 2-on-1.
Tim Young from deep in his end has it knocked off his stick at center. Pauley gains the zone. Pauley's got Curio with him. A shot that hits something in front and just skips wide. Into the corner now is Young. Young looking to get it out. Long outlet pass is blocked. Niemi in the zone. Centering pass right out in front. A shot goes just wide as Garby had it right from the slot with nobody on him. Now into the corner. Intercepted there. Not out. Puck is played right in front of the net. Gloved by Reichart. He'll send it to the corner, but not out. Niemi keeps it there.
John Reichart with a little softball toss right there, try and clear that puck out of the zone.
You think he'd at least be able to throw it all the way out, too. Puck comes back to center. 14 minutes to go in period 2. Wolverines lead 2-1. Mathers knocks Glorioso down, but the puck into the zone. Now Mathers takes it away, comes the other way with speed. 1-on-2. Mathers waits at the blue line, now enters, has the puck go completely off his stick. He gets turned around and it goes loose in the corner. Kept at the blue line there. Now moved right in front of the goal, but Niemi is there. Off the boards, not out. Mather intercepts, just top of the circle. Checked hard there by Garby. No whistle. Play continues around behind the Wolverines net and out.
Good breakout there by the Wolverines.
Curiel stood up at the blue line. Niemi will just send it all the way down. Niemi goes down. Brought in the corner. Moves it out to center. Battle for it there. Dylan Young. Can't get control of it. Now Young in the zone. Shot right in on Fraken. He's able to stop it. Big rebound. Another opportunity from Coble. That goes way wide. And the Wolverines will come back the other way. Outlet pass. Goes past Glorioso. Gray in the corner behind his goal. Up the boards and not out though for the Jesters. Now it comes free to center.
A little bit more frantic pace here this second period. Not as much, not as smooth as the first period, as a shot by Coble goes right into Lowell's pads.
Now puck into the corner. Dylan Young plays it behind the goal now. Centering pass is blocked. Another opportunity to get one out in front of the net. Jesters putting the pressure on now. Loose in front. Knocked away there by number 33. That's Llewellyn. Not out. Kept at the blue line from the point. Right in. Knocked away though. Llewellyn. Puck will come back out to center now. As Garby into the zone. Garby near side. Goes behind the net. Centers one right out in front. It hit the stick of Gray. Now it's loose or brought. Llewellyn backhands it, keeps it in. Right out in front, he shoots it. It's right off the pad. Kicks, big rebound there from Brown. Jesters can't get it out. Garby, Pauly now. Pauly centers one. Garby can't get a stick on it. Jesters trying to clear the zone. Now they do. And with some speed, here comes Van Dort. Van Dort over the line, 1-on-2. Waits, shoots right into the glove of Fraken, and we'll have a whistle.
Dave Brown there with a great left pad save. Big rebound that was able to be cleared by the Jesters, and now they have an offensive zone draw.
11:25 to go in the second. 2-1. The Jesters continue to trail the Wolverines on the strength of 2 Ted Davis first period goals.
Also looks like the Jesters have made a change there. Looks like Tim Young, the captain of the Jesters, is now back on defense.
All right, so some positional changes here for the Jesters in the second period. Spears' shot goes wide. Kept there, right out of the slot. There's a shot. Sticked away by Fraken there, as Bonnet had an opportunity from the near slot. Play continues in the corner. Bonnet sends it off the outside of the post, now behind the net again.
Great strength there by Bonnet to dig it off of 2 Wolverines defenders.
Spear able to collect it, now moves it back into the corner. Spear right out in front, shot loose in front, right in the crease. It's still loose, no indication, and the whistle will blow. No goal, as Fraken was struggling to get a handle on it. Ted Davis was also in the crease there helping out.
Quick shot there from the Jesters. Looks like Craig Fraken just got his right skate on it to keep it from going across the goal line.
So a face-off to Fraken's left here. 10:15 to go in the second. Van Horn wins it cleanly. Hard around, not out. Kept by Young at the blue line. Moves it into the corner for Bonnet. Bonnet round the goal. Now the Wolverines gain possession. Move it out to center. Ted Davis with some speed. Davis chases it down. He's battled hard there by Reichart, and the puck will squirt back out to center. We'll have an offsides.
Great back check by John Reichart to take the puck from Ted Davis and force that offsides.
So face-off now just outside the Jesters zone with 9:40 to go in the second. Both teams get some changes here at the whistle. Looks like it'll be Van Horn. It'll be Teague Boyd on this face-off.
Looks like Dylan Glorioso's going to jump over the boards for the Wolverines here.
One now by the Wolverines. But Spear able to get a turnover there into the zone. Spear cross-ice pass. Goes just by Bonnet. Bonnet gathers it. Loose now in the slot. Into the corner. Boyd looking for the centering pass. And it'll ricochet right up into Fraken's glove, and we'll have another whistle.
Ever since that left pad save by Dave Brown, about 3 minutes of sustained pressure by the Jesters here. Tide's really turning in their favor right now. Trying to tie this game up.
Definitely not suffering from a lack of opportunities here in this period.
Excellent point.
So face off now to Fraken's right. Be Erickson and Curiel on this draw. One cleanly by Erickson. Brought from the high slot. Shot is blocked in front. Now we could have a breakaway. Garby going the other way. Garby's in. Garby takes a shot. It's stopped by Brown. We're going to have a penalty here. The referee's got his hand up. There's a delayed call. It'll be on the Jesters. Looks like they're going to...
Looks like it's going to be hooking on the Jesters here. I think John Garby wants a penalty shot there.
Not going to get it. They are going to get brought for the hook, though.
Mm-hmm. Great play by John Garby. First blocking the shot in the defensive zone and then transitioning, getting a partial breakaway and drawing a penalty. Great play.
And so now the Wolverines will be getting their third power play here of the period. They have not capitalized on either of their first two. Face off to Brown's right. Controlled by the Jesters. They'll move it out to center now. Erickson with some speed, 1-on-2 over the line. Erickson just wrists one right in on Fraken. Rebound, he'll kick it to the corner. Now Curiel tries to transition out the other way, looking for the breakout pass. Can't quite get it to Glorioso.
Good play by Mathers there to cut that breakout pass.
Mathers still with it now. Trips it over Curiel at center right in front of the penalty box. Just trying to kill some time here now. The puck comes loose. Glorioso loses an edge. Erickson back the other way now for the Jesters. Short-handed, 1-on-2. He'll shoot one that's deflected, goes into the corner. Erickson with some speed behind the net. Sends another one, he scores!
Oh, wow.
He caught Fraken off guard. He didn't see it, and Erickson just snuck it in between the legs as Fraken was not ready for that shot.
No, it did not appear he was. Great play, though, by Erickson, especially shorthanded, catching the Wolverines substitute goalie off guard there.
And just like that, we're tied.
And that could be the break the Jesters really need to get this game going, especially having a shorthanded goal here midway through, just over midway through the second period.
6:25 to go in the second. 45 seconds left on the power play for the Wolverines. Shorthanded goal from the Jesters has tied this one up at 2. Jesters descended all the way down. Schuler in the far corner. Moves it out to center now. Still with it. Schuler plays it off the boards to himself, now into the zone. Schuler all the way into the corner with it now, looking for the centering pass to Curiel, blocked in front. Puck is loose. And we played at the point there. Van Dort and Niemi come together. Puck comes out to center.
Good stick there by John Reichart, breaking up that 2-on-1 as Curiel was wide open in front.
Garby now moves it cross ice into the zone, but off Glorioso's stick, and it'll just be sent back the other way by the Jesters. Power play just about over. 5:40 to go. Period 2, we're tied at 2. Garby brought right out of the box, intercepts a soft pass. He'll bring it into the zone. Brought down into the corner, go around the boards there for Schuler now for the Wolverines. Brought hustles off for a change. Now tied up there hard as Mather comes in, takes it away, he shoots, he scores! Mather stripped the Wolverines of the puck and then just shot it right past Fraken. It's 3-2.
What an individual effort there by Mathers. Gets into the offensive zone, strips the puck, quick shot, beats Craig Fraken low to, looks like the blocker side. Great play by Mathers there to take the lead for the Jesters.
And so now then, in a seesaw affair, the Jesters have taken the lead back at 3-2 on the Mathers goal. That is his 7th of the year.
You notice a trend in this game who the goal scorers have been? Guys at the top of the point standings.
Boyd, and he scores again. Sorry to cut you off there, but Boyd went top shelf, and it's 4-2, just like that.
Right down the left wing, Teague Boyd places it right on top. Looks like he went glove side there on Fraken.
Well, we talked at the opening about the Wolverines being down a couple of their top D guys. We talked about them being down their starting goalie. This is the fruit of that here now. The Jesters have some skaters, and those guys are getting free.
It certainly looks like that. Also, the Jesters have played good situational hockey, killing off 2 penalties in a row. Good kick save by Dave Brown to really get this period going for him.
Oh, right off the other faceoff, Coble took it in and had a centering pass that the shot went just wide from Boyd. Now the puck off the rebound. Coble shoots it right out in front. Ricochets loose, and now it'll come back out to center. Jesters are skating with a lot of energy right now.
Yes, they are, and the Wolverines look like their legs are a little heavy right at the moment here.
3:40 to go, period 2. Jesters lead at 4-2.
Oh, great steal by Young there.
Tim Young back the other way into the zone, 1-on-2. Young shot blocked in front by Lowell. Goes into the corner. Young chases out. Centering pass right out in front, goes wide.
He's flying around the ice right now, Tim Young.
He's getting every puck. Now Tim Young from the blue line. Shot ricochets. Now comes loose. Here comes Ted Davis into the zone. Davis in. He shoots it. Stopped in front by Brown. Brown makes a big save and then gives a fist pump in net as he stops Ted Davis point blank in front.
Interesting choice there by Davis to shoot rather than deke on Brown, as his other 2 goals have come on a backhand to forehand deke.
One would have thought he might have been successful a third time.
Yeah.
Play continues. 3 minutes to go in the period. Puck still loose right in front of us at the blue line. Into the corner now. Brott. As the Jesters go for a partial change here. Puck moved back out to center. Boyd collides with a Wolverines player. That would be Chris Pauley. Now play continues. Puck moves into the corner deep in the Jesters' end. Van Horn shot hard right in on Brown, is stopped in front. Another opportunity. Davis sends one that's ricocheted and gloved right of midair by Brown. And we'll have another whistle here.
Dave Brown about 3 feet out of his crease there. He is up on his skates. He is into this game.
He's pumped up.
Yes, he is.
2:15 to go in the second. Jesters now with a 4-2 lead. They've scored 3 times here in the second.
Really had the better of the play here for, I'd say, about 18 minutes of this second period so far.
Clean face-off win for the Jesters. Reichart moves it up and out. Now to center. Here's Erickson with some speed. One-on-one with Niemi. Erickson's in. Shot wide into the corner. Followed up there by the Jesters. Taken away, though, momentarily by the Wolverines. Spear keeps it in. Here's Bonnet. Bonnet tries to come free with it. Puck is loose. Shoot right in on Fraken. He stops it. Puck rebounds into the corner. Bonnet, centering pass, loose in front, and it'll be covered by Fraken going down on his stomach to make the save there.
2 good saves there by Fraken. Maybe that'll get some confidence back in his game.
Pretty important, too, because at this point they really don't want to go down 5-2.
Absolutely right. And the Jesters here are continuing to press the offensive action.
Minute 15 to go in the period. Face-off won by the Jesters, but it squirts just under Reichardt's skate back to center. Reichart waits for his team to get onside. Now he takes it in. Reichart, face-off circle, deflected right out in front. Reichart after it now for himself. Back to the point. Kept there by Gray. Comes loose in the slot. Reichart tries to move it to the point, but it's intercepted. Back the other way with some speed. Glorioso and Gray. Puck loose now behind the Jesters' end. 45 seconds to go in the period. Darby in the corner. Now Erickson takes it away for the Jesters. He'll move up ice with it with some speed.
Great hustle there by Dylan Glorioso, getting in on the forecheck.
Gives it over to number 43. That's Bonnet. Bonnet goes wide off the boards. Comes all the way back to center. Glorioso able to move it now to Gray intercepts for the Jesters. 25 seconds to go in the period. Young tries to get an outlet pass. Nobody there, but now it's intercepted and coming in hard. Here's Bonnet stopped in front by Fraken. Good cover.
Good save by Fraken there with only about 10 seconds to go. That should do it for the period. Great way to end it if you're Craig Fraken.
Looks like the last few seconds will run off here. It'll be 4-2 going into the third, as that will do it. And on the strength of 3 goals in the second period, the Jesters take this game over 4-2.
If you were going to look up a textbook definition of what the Jesters do and how they play, that period would be a prime example. Sustained offensive zone pressure, good breakouts out of the D zone, and good goaltending by Mr. Brown.
I thought, yep, you had all 3 of those components. The goaltending was strong when it needed to be. Their defensemen moved the puck, and their forwards used their speed to get opportunities in the offensive zone, and they capitalized.
2 big penalty kills as well can't hurt and give you some momentum coming up.
Reminder that after this game will be followed by the Wanderers and the Vicious Squirrels at 3:15, the Benders and the Stampede at 4:30, the Blues and the Wild Goose at 5:45, and the Bandits and Knights will play at 7 o'clock to wrap up our schedule going into the holiday break.
Sounds like a good schedule of hockey for a Sunday.
Yep, so stick around. Reminder, everybody, that D-League Radio is brought to you by Red Dragon Herbs. They have custom blended tea. Now with cold and flu season, be sure to check out the headache relief and cold season flavor. They have popular flavors will include anti-inflammatory Turkish apple and the ever-popular chai. A custom blended tea is a great gift idea for the people who like to receive gifts. D-League Radio also brought to you by the Keg Stand, 3530 Westtown Parkway. Over 90 beers on tap, and they will be home to our D-League Radio this Tuesday, December 19th at 7 o'clock. Come on out at the Keg Stand and register for Bubble Hockey Tournament, $100 first place prize in that one.
Speaking of getting some tea as a gift, have you done your Christmas shopping yet there?
Not much of it. I let my wife handle that stuff, though. Off the face-off, here comes Upmeyer in the zone, taken away, though, and moved back to center by the Wolverines. Brott moves it over to Van Dort, tries to get entry, but it's taken away by Ted Davis.
Wolverines need to come out and jump on the Jesters here in the first 5 minutes to get back in this game.
Now play loose at center for Lowell, just inside his blue line. 17:30 to go in the third. Wolverines need to get the next goal to stay in this one. Mathers moves it over to Upmeyer. Upmeyer into the zone, top of the circle. Shot didn't get much on it. Stick to the corner by Fraken. Now puck goes up into the air. Gloved right out of midair and shot right off the post by Van Dort. And no goal. Puck was stopped by Fraken. Will get a whistle.
Fraken just coming off his far post there to make that save with his right pad.
So it'll be Van Dort and Van Horn. Face off of the Vans. One by Van Dort, back to the point. Brott moves over to Young. Taken away by Ted Davis, but he just couldn't handle the puck. And now Pauly comes back for the Wolverines. Over the line, Pauly.
That would have been a partial breakaway for Ted Davis if he got controlled right off the poke check there.
And the Wolverines are offsides here. So delayed offsides. Young takes advantage of the free outlet pass, gets it up to Uppmeyer. Uppmeyer over the line, sends it cross ice into the corner with some speed. Mathers can't quite get there first. Pauly now coming back the other way for the Wolverines. Moves it up. Van Horn over to Davis. Davis into the zone, top of the circle. Ted Davis goes around a defensive player for the Jesters. Puck comes loose in the slot, nobody there. Llewellyn will just backhand it toward the goal, but it'll be blocked in front, moved back to center by the Jesters.
Dave Brown being real aggressive there, coming off his crease to try and poke check Ted Davis. Got away with it that time.
Now the Wolverines in their own zone. Van Horn moves it. That'll go down, and no icing there as Gray could have played it. Gray behind his own goal. Both teams going for a change here. 15:50 to go in the third. Wolverines trail the Jesters 4-2. Outlet pass just goes past Coble. Niemi moves it back to center. Curiel there over the line. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Curiel right in on Brown. He momentarily loses it, but then gloves it out of midair and gets the whistle.
Glorioso doing a great job dragging his skate there to make sure that play stayed onside. Getting a good quad stretch there on that play.
So with just over 15 to go in the third, face off to Brown's right. Won by the Wolverines. Garby tries to center when it's blocked in front. Not out. Curiel, top of the circle. Shot blocked in front. Goes way wide. Now coming back the other way with some speed.
That's Teague Boyd.
Teague Boyd into the zone. Boyd, top of the circle. Shot goes over the goal and around. Curiel gathers it there. Not out. Gray momentarily kept it in, but now Reichart just out of the zone. We'll just play it right back into the Wolverines end. Niemi over to Schuler. Looking to break out now. Here's Garby. Garby moves it up to Curiel. Off his stick, though. And Gray sends it right over to Coble. Coble moves it on. Goes into the deep corner for the Wolverines. Schuler will play it there.
Fraken thought that was going to be an icing. Just stopped short. And now we will have an icing.
So now an icing going back the other way as the Wolverines send it all the way down. 14:20 to go in the third.
Decent start to the third period here by the Wolverines, but they've got to get some sustained offensive zone pressure if they want to get back in this game.
Yep, they've had some presence, but they haven't been able to get anything, any real good shot opportunities on here.
Credit to the Jesters there.
So face off to Fraken's left. It'll be Curiel against Erickson. One cleanly by Erickson over to Young. Dylan Young to Tim Young. Young shot blocked by Glorioso into the corner. Battle for it there. Erickson behind the net. Erickson comes free in the corner with it. Back to the point now for Brott. Brott gathers it. Wrists one right in on a goal. Goes just wide. And it'll be Dylan Young, top of the circle. Young. Curiel now takes it away. Into the corner, though, loose for Coble. Coble centering pass. Nobody there for the Jesters. Comes back to the point. Garby can't quite play it out, but now Curiel will gather it and move it back to center. Taken now there by the Jesters. Erickson into the zone. 1-on-2. Erickson shot blocked in front. Curiel now looking to go the other way.
Good stand-up block there by Scholler.
Knocked away, though, by Erickson. And the Jesters will control in their own zone. Good outlet pass now. Erickson once again in the zone. Erickson goes wide, centers one. Nobody there. Garby takes it away for the Wolverines. Behind his own goal. Now kept at the point by Brott. Brott waits. Shot from the point. Goes way wide. Glorioso will just move it back out to center where Tim Young is waiting for it. Young. Cross ice pass now over to Spear. Spear leads it into the zone. Controls it. Top of the circle. Spear tries to make a move. Taken away by Schuler. Schuler back the other way with speed. Schuler over the line. Had Garby with him, but he couldn't quite trail him with the pass, and now comes Tim Young the other way. Young, with speed, he's in. Young has it go just off his stick. He shoots. It goes off of Fraken. Loose in front. Backhand attempt goes way high from Van Dort. And Garby into the corner to get it for the Wolverines.
Tim Young there, not exactly the guy the Wolverines want to see speeding down the right wing side there on a partial breakaway. Good save by Craig Fraken.
Into the corner now. Shot goes right in on Brown. He's able to make a save. Big rebound out to Spear and now to center. Here's Van Dort over the line. Van Dort goes down to his knees, loses the puck. Llewellyn looks to transition out. Tries to get it to Ted Davis. It goes off his stick now to Gray. Gray just meets it back out to center. Spear passes it along into the zone. Here come the Jesters. Shot goes wide. Llewellyn plays it right out in front of his net. Nobody there for the Jesters. Ted Davis.
The past 2.5 minutes are exactly what the Jesters want to see in this period.
Puck is loose at center. Now here comes the Jesters back the other way into the zone. Shot right in on Fraken. Off his trapper. Goes into the corner. Upmeyer. Moves it now. Llewellyn. Loose in front. They score. That hit somebody in front, but the Jesters just scored again. It might have been Van Dort that got it, and it's 5-2.
It certainly was Van Dort there with a little tip that got past Fraken's left pad for the goal.
Kind of a unfortunate bounce there for the Wolverines, but at any rate, it's 5-2. The scoreboard here at the arena has it at 4-3. That is not correct. Well, 10:35 to go in the third. The Wolverines now with a very difficult to surmount lead of 5-2 for the Jesters. They need to play with some urgency here. Davis. Pass up to Van Horn. Van Horn goes wide on Gray. Now centering pass to Davis off his stick. Boyd with some speed coming the other way. Intercepted and moved along by Lowell. Back out at center. Just off Upmeyer's stick now to Llewellyn.
Great little poke check there by Teague Boyd to get that puck deep.
Moves it over to Davis. Davis over the line with Van Horn. Centering pass back to Davis. Davis is in. He shoots. It goes just wide. Might have hit something in front.
Great 1-2 play there by, is that Davis and Van Dort?
I believe
Van Horn.
Davis and Van Horn, yep.
One of
and
the
now
Vans.
coming back the other way, Bonnet. Centering pass for Boyd. Puck is loose. But Fraken able to keep it in his equipment, and it did not go in the net. 9:40 to go in the third. Jesters with a 5-2 lead here. Wolverines are going to need to get something on the board here within the next couple of minutes to stay in this one.
The Jesters bench talking to the referees here about how the scoreboard does currently have the wrong score posted. It is 5-2 for the Jesters.
That could be a psychological thing, right?
Yes, I think it could be.
So face-off right in on Fraken now. He just sticks it to the corner. Wolverines look to break out. Garby off Curiel's stick, loose over the blue line. Curiel gets it in but loses possession, back out to center. Jesters look to transition. Schuler though moves it ahead. Puck is loose at center. Curiel has it go off his stick. Still loose. Here comes Schuler. Schuler's going to take it in. 1-on-2, knocked away by Brott. Into the corner, Schuler looking for the centering pass. Nobody there. Garby takes it away, keeps the zone. Shot from Niemi goes wide into the corner. Played there. Glorioso. Hard around will come all the way back out to center. And it'll go all the way down into the Wolverines' end. Niemi to play it there. Has it go off his stick. Had to move quickly there as he had some pressure. Back to center now, Curiel. 8:20 to go in the third. Puck comes all the way down. Jesters with Mathers coming in hard. Mathers battles with Niemi. Puck goes around the boards. Right in front of us now, back out to center. Here comes Curiel. Hard off the boards into the zone, past Brott. Curiel, face-off circle. Shot, he scores! Curiel right from the dot, and he beat Brown glove side.
Low glove side, good release there by Curiel. I don't think Brown necessarily was expecting that shot to come in as quickly as it did. Good play by Curiel. 5-3 now.
So with 7:30 to go, there's still plenty of time. This is still a hockey game. Last time these two teams played on November 5th, it was a 5-5 tie. So the Wolverines would certainly welcome that outcome again.
Absolutely.
Now Garby has to wait as Curiel was offsides. Garby will just dump it now into the corner. Goes around now for Reichart. Far side, Reichart waits, sends it off the boards, looking to get it to Erickson. Not out. Kept at the blue line. Erickson will just chip it out to center now. Kobel moves it over to Spear. Now Erickson into the zone, top of the circle. Centers one. Llewellyn back to center. Now here comes Curiel. If he hurries, he's got a break, but he has it knocked away there as Gray was able to play it. Garby with some speed into the corner. Garby around the net. Centers one out in front. It's loose. And it's going to be, we're going to get a whistle as the puck is covered by Brown.
Good idea there by John Garby, taking it hard around, pass out in front, trying to get a little tip or a shot from the slot there.
Yep, just getting a puck out loose in the slot in that situation. You know, takes a good bounce, and it's 5-4.
Never a bad idea when you're down a couple of goals in the third period.
Without question. Wolverines get a change now here. 6:20 to go in the third.
Also, looks like the Jesters have made another position change. Looks like Kevin Coble has moved from his typical D spot up to a wing position.
Notice that in the last shift it looked like he was playing wing. Now clean face-off win for the Wolverines. Shot blocked in front. Reichart behind his goal waits. Now moves it up the near boards. Reichart, cross-ice pass to Coble. Off the boards. Has it taken away, though, by Lowell. Puck comes right back to Lowell. Now he'll move it along. Cross-ice pass. In the corner there. Gray sends it right back out to center. Van Horn, though, takes it there. Davis into the slot. Davis goes to his backhand. Has it taken away by Reichart. Now the puck is loose again. Slot pinching now was Llewellyn. Shot went way wide.
Good defensive play there again by John Reichart, taking that puck away from the Wolverines' most dangerous player in this game, Ted Davis.
Lowell sends a cross-ice pass that goes all the way down to the corner. We'll have an icing here with 5:15 to go in the third. Jesters lead it 5-3. But on the Andrew Curiel goal, this game is now only 2.
And ever since that goal, the Wolverines, I should say, have looked very dangerous every time they enter the offensive zone. Good news for the Wolverines as they try to get back in the game.
Face off to Fraken's left here, just under 5. Controlled now by the Jesters. Brought at the blue line. Moves it over to Uppmeyer. Uppmeyer centering pass. Goes through the crease. Niemi first to it. Deflected out in front. Now Uppmeyer still in the zone for the Jesters. He'll just send it around the net. Van Dort plays it in the corner. Centering pass. And there's Bonnet. Centers right out in front. Another opportunity for Van Dort. Fraken able to get a stick on it. Loose in the corner now. Uppmeyer. Uppmeyer skating with it, just buying some time. Van Horn intercepts and sends one all the way down, looking on an outlet pass for Davis. Couldn't quite reach him.
Anytime the Jesters can get that kind of zone time in the offensive zone in the third period with less than 5 minutes to go is what they're looking to do here.
Now Bonnet, deep in his own zone, 4 minutes to go in the third. Waiting.
Yep.
Outlet pass. Gets it to Uppmeyer. Uppmeyer just backhands one now, though, and Niemi intercepts. Moves it back to center. Here's Bonnet. He's into the zone. They're going to call that offsides, though.
If Blake Uppmeyer would have turned his head just a little sooner, he would have saw that he had a little time there, maybe got a 2-on-1.
And so face-off just outside the Wolverines' end with 3:40 to go in the third. Wolverines need to score twice to tie this one. It'll be out Van Horn and Boyd on the face-off. One by Van Horn. Back to Schuler. He'll just send it along to center. Davis bumps with Brott there. Now the puck will come free. And Tim Young moves it up to Davis. Davis intercepts now for the Wolverines. Davis, Deeks, tries to go right side. Has it knocked off his stick. Coming back the other way for the Jesters with some speed is Bonnet. Leaves it for Young. Young from the slot right into the glove of Fraken, and we'll have another whistle with 2:55 to go.
Anytime the Jesters can get a shot on goal and force Craig Fraken to freeze the puck, that is exactly what they want to do with less than 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Good game.
So face off now to Fraken's right. And we'll start to watch Fraken, I'm guessing, here sometime in the next 30 seconds to 40 to see if they pull him with a 2-goal deficit. It'll be Curiel and Boyd on the face-off. Won by the Wolverines, but kept at the point. Reichart, shot goes in, hits a couple things in front, skips just wide. Llewellyn needs to move it. Kept there by Reichart. Reichart along the boards, battling with Glorioso. Reichart still with it. Sends a shot right out in front, swept away by Llewellyn, back out to center. It'll go all the way down. This will reach the other end, and we'll get another icing here with 2:05 to go in the period.
Music to the Jesters' ears there, Patrick.
Clock should stop at 2 minutes here. And it does. Sometimes it doesn't, but they were on it today.
Yep. I didn't think we got started that late, so first game pretty much on time.
Timekeeper's not impatient yet. Wait till we get to that 5:45 game.
Or the 4:30 game.
So face-off now controlled. Here's Spear battling for it along the boards with Garby. Back out to center. Mathers, though, intercepts and comes back the other way. Mathers into the slot. Lots of speed. Still with it. Gets Fraken to commit. He's down. Puck is loose. And we're going to have a cover here with 1:45 to go. As Fraken able to get a glove on it.
What a play by Mathers there. In the span of about, call it 7 seconds. Poke check, turnover, shot on goal. Good scoring chance.
A lot of speed on this line with Mather and Erickson. So face-off won by the Wolverines. Curiel tries to move out with it. Go over to Glorioso. Glorioso with some speed right in front of his bench. Knocked away, though, by Erickson.
Fraken is looking to get to the bench here.
Fraken making a move. Looks like they're going to go for the extra attacker here real quick. Erickson coming back the other way now. The net is empty. Erickson coming in. He'll move it over to Mathers. Mathers from the slot shoots. He scores on the empty net. And it's 6-3. And that should just about do it for this one with 1:19. A 3-goal lead. The clock should
start running here.
Continue to run once again. Fraken will come back into net here. As with a 3-goal deficit with a minute to go, this one's all over but the shouting.
Mathers and Tim Young, both great players today. Played really good games, led their team.
Yeah, the speed of those forwards as this one went on just kind of ended up wearing them out. You could see that the Wolverines are a pretty short bench. They're skating with 10 guys today, so that's a tall order.
And the Jesters showing yet again that they are a complete team top to bottom.
So play at the center ice circle right now. Reichardt, just under a minute to go in the third. 6-3, Jesters in command. Puck is loose at center. Reichardt sweeps it around. Glorioso battles it for him there. Llewellyn has it taken away by Kolbe. He'll just send it down now. Lowell at his own blue line. 35 seconds to go. Lowell moves it into the zone. Jesters able to take it away, though Garby makes a late rush at it, but Van Dort now comes up with it for the Jesters.
Jesters still really on the top of their game here, moving their feet.
We're going to have an offsides call here. A Spear was in early. 20 seconds, clock running. This one will run down to just about 0 before we get a face-off here. And so this one looks like it's going to go down as a victory for the Jesters.
Looks like it'll be a 6-3 win for the Jesters over the Wolverines here. Good effort by both teams.
Puck is dropped. Horn will go. That will do it. And so the Jesters 6, the Wolverines 3. The Jesters go to 7-2-1. They will now have 15 points. They will maintain first place in the Intermediate East. The Wolverines fall to 3-4-3, 9 points, and they will await the rest of the results from today to see where they stand going into the holiday break. That's going to just about do it for us today as the Wolverines again fall to the Jesters 6-3. Everybody stick around because at 3:15 the Wanderers and the Vicious Squirrels will be playing, followed by the Benders and the Stampede at 4:30, the Blues and the Goose at 5:45, and the Bandits and the Knights at 7 o'clock. 4 more games coming at you on D-League Radio today, so don't go anywhere. And I will remind everybody, as always, D-League Radio brought to you by Red Dragon Herbs. They have loose leaf herbal teas from around the world, popular flavors including anti-inflammatory, Turkish apple, and chai. Red Dragon Herbs can be found at Farmers Market and stores around town, or visit them at reddragonherbs.net. D-League Radio also brought to you by Sew Cherry Screen Printing and Sewing. Custom jerseys or uniforms for any sport. No minimum order. You can order 1, you can order 50. The official outfitter of the CIDL. Check us out on the web at sewcherry.com. Like us on Facebook. And as always, D-League Radio brought to you by the Keg Stand at 3530 Westtown Parkway. 90 beers on tap, full menu of some of the best food in town, specials all day, Monday through Friday, and open to 2 a.m. 7 days a week. The official sponsor of the CIDL and the official home of D-League Radio, the Keg Stand. Join us at this Tuesday, December 19th at 7 o'clock for D-League Radio night. They'll be having bubble hockey tournament. $100 is the first prize in that one. So That just about wraps it up here. The Jesters once again beating the Wolverines 6-3. For Matt Trishon, I'm Patrick McFarland. Thank you for joining us, and stick around for the Wanderers and the Vicious Squirrels coming at you here in just a few minutes.